And there they go.
Welcome back to RacingNews.com. I'm Magic, and a field of 10 males 3 and up will contest a mile and 3/8 on the Big A turf in Saturday's Grade 2 Red Smith Stakes at Aqueduct. And here to help me preview this big old field is Aaron Halterman. And Aaron, it's a graded stakes race on a New York turf course, so it's pretty much a certainty that trainer Chad Brown is going to show up with at least one horse. He has two in here, Value Engineering and Serve the King. What are the odds that Brown is going to win this race for the third time?
I think it's pretty good odds. And oh, by the way, isn't it nice to do a field where we have more than 4 or 5 horses? It seems like every week we do these, it's 4 or 5 horses. But here it's a nice field. But to answer your question, I think the odds are pretty good. My top choice is going to be number 4, Serve the King. I think this horse looks awfully good. Coming off a second place finish last time out in the Grade 1, Hirsch, got beat by Rock Emperor, who went on to the Breeders' Cup. Didn't run that great, but still a Breeders' Cup runner. And the 2 races back kind of won a race similar to this at Saratoga. So I think he looks awfully tough. You look at his other entry, number 2, Value Engineering, also coming off of a win. This is a horse that if you've bet this horse in the past, you've got to be really frustrated because he's been so close, so close, so close. He finally gets the job done last time out. It was only by a neck. I think he's the type of horse that's going to run to the level of competition. I think he's probably more of an underneath play. I bet he's around there, though, in the end with a shot.
It's pretty rare that you see Chad Brown with a horse with 11 starts, hitting the board in every single one of them, and just now making his stakes debut in the 12th career start. Speaking of horses doing something different, Soldier Rising is the only 3-year-old in this field. He's making his first start against older horses after finishing 5th in the Grade 2 Hill Prince Stakes, but he may have been up against it that day from a pace setup. So question for you, does he get a better setup here, and is it enough to get him his first win in America?
I do think he's going to be up against it again. If I look at this race, I see number 7, Channel Cat, kind of out by himself and maybe tied to the seed of the one horse from the rail out there with them too, but I don't see like a wicked pace duel. You look at this and it's like, well, I would like to have seen this 3-year-old win a race against other 3-year-olds in this country immediately when you look at him. But you also look at it and said, well, 2 back, he got second to Yabir, who went on to win at the Breeders' Cup, won the Breeders' Cup turf. So that is a positive for sure. I kind of feel like it's going to be more of the same. He's going to come running late. We're going to see him make a pretty nice move. I think he's going to come up just a bit short.
So speaking of horses that come up a bit short, you really like one Chad Brown horse in here, but as far as longer shots that could possibly come up short and hit the board, maybe they don't come up short, they pull an upset. Who are you looking for?
Well, it's hard because the odds aren't out as of this recording, but I have a feeling Shamrocket, the 5 horse, will be decent odds in here. I'm guessing 6, 8 to 1, something like that. This is a horse kind of a lot like Soldier Rising. It's just every race comes with a run, has a shot, and if the pace kind of gets melt down a little bit on the front end, this horse will pick up the pieces and win. Again, I'm a little bit worried about the pace of this race, but I do think Shamrocket will come running, and if his price is big enough, I think he's one that really will provide a lot of value.
For more insight on Saturday's late pick four at Aqueduct, which includes the Red Smith Stakes, check out the latest episode of Blinkers Off featuring Aaron Halterman over on the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. There you'll also find stakes previews for the Native Diver at Del Mar and the Chaluki at Churchill Downs. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you really like it. Tell all your friends, and we'll see you at the track.
Racing Dudes Preview. Racing Dudes Preview. And there they go.